right, yogis? Come to find a child's pose with wide knees, maybe even a little bit of props underneath you, or come to find crocodile pose. Stacking your palms one on top of each other, resting your forehead there, and arriving to your practice. Allowing yourself to find some stillness here. For sure, have some blocks close by. If they're close by, grab them in a little bit. Otherwise, just know you'll be using some supportive blocks. So arrive to that posture. Child's pose, crocodile pose. Allow gravity to really weigh down here. Allow your hips to fall towards your heels if you're in child's pose. Allow your heels to fall out and your belly to kind of weigh heavy and almost pancake onto the ground. Try your best here not to fight gravity. And just start to connect to that breath. Become aware of your inhales and your exhales. How are they feeling? Where are they coming from? Where's the location in your body? Don't change anything about your breath. Just allow it to be natural and spontaneous, in and out, softly and gently through your nose or parted lips. And once that awareness is fully on the breath, start to manipulate and adjust your breath now. Allow your inhales and exhales to elongate and match in length. Taking your time to sync the inhales and the exhales up. And go ahead. On your next exhale, get rid of all the oxygen from your lungs. Let it all out. Push it all out. Big inhale through your nose. Fill up your belly. Open mouth exhale. Good. One more just like that. Big inhale through your nose. Draw the oxygen deep into your belly. Open mouth exhale. And then go ahead and seal your lips and draw that inhale and exhale in and out of your nose. Option here to add on a little Ujjayi Pranayama, our victorious breath, by constricting the muscles at the base of your throat, adding a little texture to the exhales. So an inhale through your nose, fill up. Exhale through your nose, constrict the muscles in your throat, as if you're fogging up the glass on the mirror. It'll help you keep the heat inside of your body and keep your mind focused on your breath, since it can hear it. If at any time it becomes too much, go ahead and take an open mouth exhale, sigh it out, and then come back to that nice natural in and out through your nose. If you're in child's pose, stay right where you are, but draw your palms underneath your shoulders. Nope, excuse me. If you're in child's pose, keep your arms out long. If you're in crocodile, lift your forehead off your stacked palms. Draw your palms underneath your shoulders. Gently press yourself up and then press yourself back into child's pose. Hips towards your heels, belly through your thighs, forehead to mat, arms reach out towards the top of the mat. Take a moment here to feel into the hips, change in posture. Take a big inhale, big exhale. If you want, go ahead and set your intention here for today. An intention for class. Maybe it's been a daily mantra for you. Maybe you're sending your energy and your love and your effort here to somebody who really needs it, or maybe you're just giving it all to yourself. Maybe this practice is solely for you. Whatever it is, go ahead and bring that into the forefront of your mind. Really think hard on it. Have it be the only thing in your mind right now. Commit to this intention. Set it for the next few minutes here on your mat. Stay committed. Take a big, deep inhale. Exhale, set that intention. On your next inhale, lift your forehead off the mat. Walk your hands off the right side of your mat as you exhale. Release your forehead back down to the ground. Side stretch, child's pose. Start to reach your left fingertips a little bit past your right, feeling space grow between your left hip and your left shoulder. Maybe a little peek underneath your right armpit to the back right corner of your mat. Take another big inhale. Walk your left fingertips just a little bit farther. Maybe even place your left hand on top of your right. Stay for your exhale. Feel into that side stretch. Good. Inhale, lift your forehead. Walk back through center mat. Exhale, walk your hands off the left side of your mat. Side stretch for the right side. Release your forehead down. Right fingertips reach past the left, or again, maybe place that right hand on top of left. Forehead to mat, maybe a little peek under your left shoulder to look at the back left-hand corner of your mat. Take another big inhale. Feel the space grow between your right shoulder or your right shoulder and your right hip. Release any stacked palms. Whoa. Inhale, lift your forehead up. Walk your hands back to center. Exhale, release child's pose for just a moment. Draw your palms underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up into tabletop. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Press into the shins and the tops of your feet. Actively keep your shoulders and sternum drawn up towards the ceiling. Belly towards your spine as if there's a little fire underneath your belly and you don't want to burn your skin. And then your tailbone tilts down towards your heels. So instead of pointing up and releasing your belly down, draw your belly up, point your tailbone down towards your heels. Take an inhale, stare between your hands. And as you exhale, press the mat away, dome your spine up towards the ceiling, gaze goes to your thighs, cat pose. Good. Inhale, drop your belly, drop your chest, lift your gaze, lift your tailbone up to face the ceiling or the wall behind you. Exhale, cat pose. Spine up, belly in, gaze to thighs or between your legs. Good. Inhale, cow pose, belly down, chest down, gaze and tailbone up. Good. Option to drop down to your forearms. So come down to your forearms, stack your elbows underneath your shoulders, press your forearm and your palms into the mat. Inhale, look up for cow pose, belly hangs, just a little change of perspective. And then exhale, press through your whole palm and forearm and elbow, gaze through your legs, cat pose. Take 2 more rounds here, your rhythm, your movements. Maybe a little wag of the tail, maybe even a little bit of a barrel roll here in the forearm. So moving your ribs around as if you're scraping the inside of a peanut butter jar, right? Dropping into cat and cow. Take that last round. Come back up to that nice neutral tabletop, palms underneath shoulders. Draw your chin in towards your throat. Feel space grow in the back of your neck. Nice and active here for a moment. Draw your knees in towards your wrists. Set your hips down towards your heels. Just come to sit on your heels. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling, biceps by ears, palms face one another. Good. Tilt your tailbone down towards your heels. Draw or shorten the space between your bottom of your ribs and the top of your top of your hip bones. Active core. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Take another big inhale. Grow tall in your spine. Crown of your head reaches up. Tailbone reaches down. And then exhale, open twist to the right. So right arm back, left arm forward, looking over the right edge of your mat. Option to keep your arms open. Option to drop your left hand to your right knee and your right fingertips behind you. Maybe you even bring your first block into play to bring the ground up to meet you. I have short little stubby arms. Take another big inhale, grow tall in your spine again, and then peek over your right shoulder. Exhale. Take another inhale in this nice juicy twist. Stay for that exhale. Inhale, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Look up and gaze at your right palm. As you exhale, cross your right arm over your left, right palm to your left knee. So now your right arm is on top of your left. Inhale, come up for eagle arms. Option to just start at opposite hand, opposite shoulder. Press the backs of your hands into each other, or go around for the double wrap and press palm into palm. Draw your elbows up, press your forearms away from you, shoulders over your hips, tall spine. Take a big inhale. Big exhale, press your forearms a little bit further away. Good. Inhale, unravel your arms, reach up, biceps by ears. Exhale, open twist to the left. Left arm comes back, right arm comes forward, opening over the left side of your mat. Option to stay right here, or you can drop your right hand to your left knee or in your left hand behind you. Again, maybe it finds that block. Take a big inhale, nice tall spine, shoulders come over your hips, chin into your throat. And then as you exhale, gaze over that left shoulder really gently. Stay gentle in that neck, no straining or pushing. Take another inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Good. Inhale, reach your left hand up this time. Gaze up to see that left palm. Exhale, cross over your right arm, left palm to the top of your right knee. Inhale, come up to those eagle arms. You can start with shoulders, press the backs of your hands in together, or go for that double wrap palm to palm. Elbows up, forearms away from you. Take a big inhale, tuck your tailbone down, reach your crown of your head up. Stay for your exhale. Good. Inhale, unravel your arms. Exhale, rock forward, come into that tabletop. Move that block back to the front of my mat. Tabletop here. Walk your hands about 6 inches out in front of you. And instead of having your fingertips point directly to the front of your mat, turn them a little bit out towards the upper hand corners of your mat. Tuck your toes underneath you. Press into your toes. Activate the muscles in your leg. Take an inhale, draw your belly up. Lift your hips, hover your knees a few inches off of the mat. Take a big inhale here. Stay for your exhale. You got this. Keep everything tight, activated. Press into your palms, press into your toes. Good. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, lift your hips up towards the ceiling, downward facing dog. Good. Big, generous bend in your knees here. Pedal out. Take any movements that feel good. Feet are about hip width distance, maybe a little bit wider. Hips pull up towards the ceiling and then draw back towards the wall behind you. Spine is long, shoulders away from your ears. Press into your palms fully, your full hands. Maybe even focus on pressing into your thumb and your pointer finger. Ribs draw together, belly to spine. Press into your palms. Your chest draws back towards your thighs. I always feel like there's a million cues for this fucking pose. So do what you can to feel good. Still feel activated and not passive. Take another big inhale here, downward facing dog. Make the adjustments and come to stillness. You're feeling ready. Start to walk your hands back towards your feet, taking as many little steps with your hands as you need. Start bending your knees big time. Belly comes to even touch your thighs a little bit. Crown of your head hangs really, really heavy. Neck releases, gaze draws behind you. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Option to grab hand to opposite elbow and maybe sway gently side to side. Ragdoll pose. A gentle bounce up and down. And then just come to find stillness. Really release any heaviness in that neck. I love in this posture using my hands and grabbing the back of my neck, interlacing my fingers, and then my thumbs kind of come to point up towards my collarbone. And that helps put a little extra weight in my neck, a little extra space between the bones. Wherever you are, take 2 more rounds of breath here. As you exhale, release your fingertips back down to the mat. Heel toe your feet together. I like to bring my big toes to touch and leave a few inches between my heels. Inhale, come up to a halfway lift. Fingertips come to shins. Press the legs away from you. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. And then draw your shoulder blades around your spine towards one another, pinching your shoulder blades together on your back. Good. Nice long spine. Chin tucks in towards your throat. Sternum is parallel to the mat below you. Good. Take another big inhale here. Grow a little longer. Good. Exhale. Release, forward fold. Take another inhale, forward fold. And as you exhale, walk your hands back out. Come into high plank this time. Hold here, drop those hips down, press your sternum between your shoulders, charge your heels back towards the back of your mat, activate your core, take a big breath in. Exhale out, press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Good. Keeping that downward facing dog nice and long. Take an inhale, sweep your right heel up towards the ceiling, three-legged down dog. Bend your knee, let your right heel fall towards your right glute. Start to make big circles with your right knee, starting in one direction, making them as big as possible, and then going the opposite direction. Inhale, lift your right heel up, right toes point down, three-legged down dog. As you exhale, draw your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Release your left knee to the mat. Option, if you have some blocks around you, to bring one or two underneath your shoulders, to bring the ground up to meet you. I like this because it can bring my chest up a little bit higher. Or if you like to get a little deeper in this posture, you can drop down into your forearms. I still like to keep the knee drawing towards center, but you can also let the right foot fall out to the right pinky edge and open that right knee up a little bit. Coming into this runner's lunge however you like. Forearms, palms, tented fingers, blocks. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Make sure this feels really fucking good in your body. If not, make the adjustments to do so. If you're down on your forearms, come back up onto your hands. Or this is when I like to also have my blocks here. Place your left palm on the earth. Reach your right arm up and around. Bend your left knee, grab for your left hand. Come into a little quad stretch here. Flex that right foot, or no, left foot. Take another big breath in. Big breath out. Release the grip on the foot. Come back around. Move any blocks out of the way. Whoops. Heel toe your right foot into the center. Frame your right foot with your hands. Take a big inhale. And then as you exhale, draw your hips back towards your left heel. Flex your right foot, half split. Think about pushing your right hip back. Draw your left hip forward. Flex your toes. See if you can't draw your pinky a little bit more towards you. Good. Take an inhale here. Micro bend in this right knee. Don't lock anything out. Exhale, half split. Inhale, walk back up into that low lunge with your left knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, coming into this low lunge, or modified high lunge, I guess. Hands can reach up. Actually, draw your hands to heart center. Hands press into heart center, palm to palm, thumb into your sternum. Find a nice tall spine. Squeeze your glutes, but especially squeeze this left glute to keep that nice neutral spine in the lumbar, or the nice neutral curve in the lumbar spine. Take an inhale, find a nice tall spine, start to lean forward. Belly draws over to the right thigh. And then as you exhale, twist left elbow to that right knee. Maybe place it right on top or maybe to the outside of that right knee. Palms press into one another. Sternum tracks up towards your thumbs. Good. Prayer twist here. Option to stay on that left knee. Option to tuck your left toes. And then see if you can't lift that left knee up. Staying in that nice twist. Take a big inhale wherever you are. Knee down, knee up. Exhale, stay. Good. If your knee is lifted, plant it back down on the ground. Inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, plant your hands around your right foot. Press up. Right heel back down, three-legged down dog. Exhale, release, right foot next to left, downward facing dog. Pedal out those heels. Take a moment just to feel into the difference of sides, how that right hip feels now compared to that left. And then come to find stillness. Take a big breath in, downward facing dog. Big breath out. All right, next side. Inhale, left heel high, three-legged down dog. Make sure to keep that left side down. So draw your left hip in line with your right. Heel up, toes down. Bend your knee, left heel towards your glute. And then start to draw big circles with that left knee. Just like the other side, starting in one direction and then going in the other. Good. And then inhale, reach that leg back up, three-legged down dog. Heel up, toes down. Take another big inhale. And then as you exhale, take that left foot, step it to the left side of your, outside of your left hand. Drop your right knee to the earth. Coming into that runner's lunge. Again, option to bring those blocks underneath your palms. I love bringing the floor up to meet me in this posture. Nice tall chest. Maybe you like to come down onto those forearms. Wherever you are, make sure it feels really good. You can stay on the sole of your foot or maybe let your foot rock open to the pinky edge. Let the knee fall out. But wherever you are, choose to be there. Make sure it feels really good. Take a big, juicy inhale in. Exhale out. If you're on your forearms, gently come up. Again, this is a posture I like to do with the blocks underneath my palms. Place your right palm on the floor on a block. Inhale, reach your left arm up towards the ceiling, back towards your mat. Bend your right knee, reach for that right foot. Just a nice little quad stretch here. Flex your right foot. Got sock fuzz all over me. Dog hair, sock fuzz. This is truly messy little studio. Take another inhale. Exhale, release the hold on the foot. Come back around. Heel toe the foot into center. Good. And then reach arms up towards the ceiling, coming into that modified high lunge. Exhale, hands come to heart center, palms press into each other, thumb into sternum. Nice tall spine, activate your glutes. Good. Take another big inhale, and as you inhale, lean forward, belly comes to thigh a little bit. And then exhale, twist, right elbow to your left knee, either right on top of it or maybe to the outside. And then start to stack left shoulder on top of right. Really press into each palm. Thumb draws into the sternum. Good. Option here to tuck those toes and lift your right knee up. Ooh, I think we missed half split on this side. We'll come back to that. Staying in this nice prayer twist. Thinking about squeezing the glutes, twisting around the heart, stacking the shoulders. Take another big inhale here. Good. Exhale, drop that knee back down. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Reach your arms up. Good. Exhale, plant your hands around your left foot. And then send your hips back towards your right heel. Flex your left foot, come into this half split. We've definitely forgot this one, and we definitely need it on this side. Press your left hip back towards the back of your mat and draw your right hip towards the front of your mat. Micro bend in your left knee, flex your left foot. Really think about drawing that pinky towards you rather than just flexing your big toe towards you. Turn that pinky. Yes. Take another big inhale here. Exhale, come forward. Plant your hands to frame your left foot. Tuck your back left toe. Inhale, reach your left leg back. Three-legged down dog. Exhale, release left foot next to right. Downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Pedal out your heels. Exhale, come to stillness. Good. Inhale, look to see your hands. As you exhale, start to walk your feet up to meet your hands. Take as many steps, bend your knees, come to stand at the top of your mat, feet together. Forward fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to shins, press the legs away from you, sternum parallel to the mat below you. Exhale, release, fold forward. Good. Inhale, rise up, come into mountain. Hands stay by your side, shoulders over your hips. Active. Lift all of your toes up off the ground. Spread them apart. and then release them back down on the mat. A little water, a little bend in those knees. Stand proud. Good. Right foot stays forward. Step your left foot about 3 feet behind your front foot. Right toes are forward. Left toes point to the upper left-hand corner a little bit. Hips are squared forward. A little micro bend in that knee and a little bit of both knees. Never lock anything out here, or at least I don't like to. Hands on your hips. Take a nice full inhale to find a nice tall spine. And then exhale, start to fold over your waist. Fold over that right leg, come into pyramid pose. I like to stop about halfway into that like halfway lift. And then I release my fingertips to my shins, or option. I also like to have blocks come to frame my foot, and definitely a good spot to bring blocks in today's practice. Take both palms, place them on the blocks on the highest setting. Press your right hip back, draw your left hip forward as if someone has one of those elastic bands you use to do pull-ups around your hips. They're pulling your hips back, but you're drawing your chest and your sternum forward. Tuck your chin in towards your throat, space in the back of the neck. Good. Take a big inhale here. Big exhale out. Maybe you fold a little bit further towards your legs, towards your right leg. You can come down any degree. Keep the knees soft, especially that right one. Press right hip back, draw left hip forward. Maybe you start to gaze at your knee. Good. Take an inhale, come back to that halfway lift chest, so sternum is parallel with the mat below you. With your hands on blocks, preferably, you can also keep your hands on the mat, but take your left hand and place it on your right block. And take your right block and draw it a few inches outside of that right pinky toe. So left hand is on that right block to that outside edge. Move this so you can see. Take your right hand and either put it on your hip crease and press your right hip back, or place your right palm flat on that flat place on your tailbone. So you know that you're kind of nice and even in that tailbone. And then starting to come into revolved pyramid, start to stack your right shoulder on top of your left and open up to the right side of your mat. Yes. So your hips are still squared forward, squared down, but then you're stacking your right shoulder on top of your left, bringing your sternum and your chest to open to the right side of your mat. Good. Option to inhale, reach your right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Yes, balance is hard here. You got this. You can look up towards your right hand, whoa, or you can look down, whoa, towards your left hand. Wherever you are, take a big inhale, long spine, chin in towards your throat. Oh my gosh, big exhale. Good. Inhale, start to reach your right fingertips up, lifting your shoulders up over your hips, keeping, oh my gosh, your arms at a T, and you're still open to the right side of the mat. Inhale, come up, kind of twist around to open to the left side of your mat for star pose. So you're basically just maneuvering around, toes out, heels in, take up space, take another big inhale. And then exhale, start to drop down into goddess squat. I have to open my stance up a little bit so that your knees are over those heels. Good. Inhale, reach back up, star pose, legs long, arms long. Exhale, drop down. Good. Staying right here, just doing some pulses. So from where you are, lower an inch, lift an inch. Lower and lift. Good. We're going to be here for 10 and 9 and 8. Lift your toes up, 7, 6. Press into your heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, arms come to a T. Right toes face forward. Take your left toes, pivot on your heel, face it outside, face it to the outside left corner and almost to the upper left-hand corner. Arms at a T. Kick your left booty out like you're just hip bumping someone. Take an inhale, start to reach forward. Right fingertips past your right toes. Exhale, release right fingertips down to your shin. Right fingertips to a block on the inside or outside of your foot. I like it on the outside here. And then start to stack left shoulder on top of right. Good. Micro bend in that right foot. Easy stance. If it feels too long, shorten it up. Take a look up or look down at that right toe. Take a look at that right toe. Take one more big inhale here, triangle pose. Good. Exhale, come to plant your hand around your right foot. Step it back into high plank. And then option from high plank to go to down dog, or high plank and take a classic push-up. So either from your toes or from your knees, just classic push-up. Tuck your toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Yes. Take a big inhale, pedal out your heels. Get out of your head, stay in your body, stay in your practice. You got this. Take an inhale, look to see your hands. As you exhale, walk your feet all the way up to behind your hands, bend your knees, feet come together, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice flat back, sternum is parallel to the ground. Take another big inhale here. Tuck your chin in towards your throat. Exhale, release, fold forward. Whoa. Inhale, rise to stand. Mountain pose, arms to your side, shoulders over your hips. Lift your toes up, stand nice and strong on your feet. Release them back down. Good. Left foot stays forward this time. Right foot goes back, so about 2 to 3 feet between those from your heel to your toes, or no, that would be about 2 feet, I think, from toes to toes. Left toes forward, right toes are angled out a little bit towards the upper right-hand corner. Hips square to the front, little micro bend in those knees. Take a big inhale, tall spine, crown of your head reaches up, tailbone reaches down. And then exhale, slowly fold forward, fold over that left leg. Once you get to about halfway, option to bring those blocks back in. I place them around my foot, but a little bit ahead of my toes because you want them a little bit underneath your shoulders. So again, someone is pulling your hips back, you're drawing your chest and sternum forward, length between every bone in your spine, micro bend in that left knee. Press your left hip back, draw your right hip forward. Yes. Option to slowly start bending into that front left leg. Maybe we slowly release your gaze to your knee or your shin. Keeping the sensation of nice long spine. Try your best not to round over too much. Extension and length. Take another big inhale wherever you are. Big exhale. Inhale, come back up to that halfway lift, flat back about halfway. Take your right hand from your right block and place it on your left block, or just take it and place your left hand to the outside of your left pinky toe. Left hand comes to your left hip crease or to that flat place, palm to the flat place on your tailbone. And then just gently start to stack your left shoulder over your right. Yes, still draw your hips back. Chest is forward. Holy moly, this is all about balance for me. Micro bend in that left knee. Woo. If you fall out, you're not alone. Take one more breath, maybe reach that left hand up. Stay for the exhale. Holy moly. Inhale, start to lift up. Lift left fingertips up, lift out of right. Arms come up to a T. You're still twisting over that left side of your mat. Good. Inhale, open up to the right side of your mat, star pose. Left foot is towards the front of your mat. Heel toe your feet, whoa, a little bit out. Reach up, take space, take another big inhale. And then exhale, come to goddess squat. Again, reminding yourself to move those feet out underneath your knees. Hands come to heart center. You might hear my dog freaking out. Good. Inhale, reach back up, length, straighten your legs, straighten your arms, reach up. Exhale, hands come to heart center, drop down. All right. Lift your right heel up, come up onto the ball mount of your right foot, right heel down, left heel up, left heel down, both heels up. Woohoo! Maybe this is enough. Maybe we pulse for 5 and 4, holy moly, and 3 and 2 and 1. Drop your heels. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop your arms to a T. Left toes face forward. Right toes start to face out over the right edge or up towards the right-hand corner, upper right-hand corner. Pop your right booty out. Inhale, start to reach. Exhale, drop left fingertips down to your left shin, to a block on any setting, inside or outside of your foot. Or classic, super classic is taking pointer finger and middle finger and wrapping it around your big toe and almost lifting your big toe up off of the mat. So little, like absolutely no weight is in this left arm. Good. Wherever you are in this triangle pose, make sure it feels really fucking good. Check in with your body, make the adjustments you need. Really stack that right hip on top of left, and then take your tailbone and instead of it pointing to the back right corner, tuck it and point it towards your right heel, or maybe even towards the back left corner or the back right corner of the mat. Good. Take another inhale here. As you exhale, drop your right arm down to the mat. Come to frame your left foot with your hands. Plant palms, step your left foot back, come into high plank. Same thing, option, just go back to down dog from right here. Option to take a push up from your knees to your toes, and then down to downward facing dog. Woohoo! Take a big inhale. Big exhale. All right, we're gonna flow that. Take it as you need. If anything starts to go too fast or too slow, do your thing. If you see an opportunity to do something you want to do, take it. Take a big inhale to prepare. Big exhale out. Good. Inhale, look to see your hands. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to shins, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise to stand, mountain pose. Exhale, step the left foot back, right foot stays forward, hands to hips. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, fold forward, pyramid pose. Take an inhale, nice flat back. Exhale, left hand down, right hand comes up, revolve triangle. Ooh, yeah, you got this. Inhale, slowly lift up, arms stay at a T, turn to the right side of your mat. Inhale, come to star pose, facing the left side of your mat. Open your stance. Exhale, gotta squat. Inhale, star. Exhale, gotta squat. Stay right here. Pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms to the T, reach forward. Release down, left fingertips reach up. Take a big inhale here, triangle pose. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Take a push up, meet us in down dog. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. You got this next side. Inhale, look to see your hands. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise to mountain pose. Good. Exhale, step your right foot back, hands to hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold for pyramid pose. Inhale, come to a halfway lift. Exhale, right hand down, left hand up, revolve pyramid. Good. Inhale, start to reach up and out. Arms stay in a T. Good. Inhale, reach around star pose. Exhale, widen stance. Drop down, goddess squat. Inhale, reach up star. Exhale, goddess squat. Take a breath here. Lift your heels up. Release them down. Heels up. Heels down. 2 more. Heels up. Heels down. Whew. Heels up. Really lift. Heels down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms to a T. Start to reach forward. Release down, triangle pose, right fingertips up. Take an inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank, downward facing dog, or take a push up. Ooh, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Last time each side, adding something onto the end. All right, you got this. Take another big breath in to prepare. Big breath out. Inhale, look forward to see your hands. Exhale, travel to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, roll to mountain pose. Exhale, arrive. Step that left foot back, right foot stays forward, hands to hips, inhale. Exhale, fold forward, pyramid pose. Inhale, come to that halfway lift. Exhale, revolved pyramid. Good, hold right here. Stay in revolved pyramid or start to come into revolved half moon. So from here, whoa, I'm gonna come into a block because that's my favorite way to get into this. From here, you start to place the weight onto the right foot. So come onto the pinky or come onto the toes of your left foot. Keep stacking your right shoulder over your left. Whoa. And then gently squeeze your left glute. Maybe move the block a little bit more forward. Holy moly. And come into this revolved pyramid. Shoulders and chest turned over to the right side of your mat. Hips down, left toes down, right or left heel up. You got this. Take a big inhale here. Woo, if you fall out, you're not alone. Good. Exhale. Place your left foot down. Bring your right hand back down to the mat. Good. Inhale, slowly rise. Come back into star pose. Arms reach up, toes out. You're facing over the left-hand side of your mat. Exhale, drop down, goddess squat. Yes. Inhale, reach up, star pose. Exhale, goddess squat. Take one breath here. One breath out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come into that triangle arms. Reach forward. Right hand down, left hand up, triangle pose. Take a breath. Ooh, exhale. Plant your hands, step it back, high plank. Meet us in down dog or take a push up here. Ooh, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Hell yeah, you got this. Next side. Inhale, look to see your hands. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Last time. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand, mountain pose. Exhale, once you reach the top, step your right foot back, left foot stays forward, pyramid pose. Hands on your hips, inhale. Exhale, fold forward, pyramid pose. Inhale, come to a little halfway lift. Exhale, revolved pyramid. Good, take a breath, stay right here. Option to keep your fingertips on the mat or maybe they come to a block. Stack left shoulder on top of right. Get into that revolved pyramid first. Then start to come up onto those right toes. Ooh. Squeeze your right glute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Squeeze your right glute. Right heel up, right toes down. Holy shit. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Hell yeah. Drop your right toes down. Let's go for the right way this time. Inhale, come up, stay in that twist. Nice teed arms. Good. Open up to the star pose. Holy moly, take a big breath in. Walk your feet out. Exhale, drop down, gotta squat. Whoo. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop down. Take one breath here. Exhale, stay. You got this. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come to that triangle. So take your right toes, pivot them in. Arms to the T, reach forward. Left fingertips down. Inhale, right fingertips up. Triangle pose. Take a big breath here. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step back, high plank. Option to meet us in down dog or take a push up here. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Whew. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Good. Let's see, how do I want to get here? Take your right heel, lift it up towards the ceiling. Exhale, draw your right knee towards your nose. Place your right foot between your hands. And then just come up, open back up to the left side of your mat, kind of like for star pose. Coming into wide-legged forward fold. So legs really wide, heels in, toes out, hands come to your hips. Inhale, and then exhale, fold forward, hinge at your waist. Try to Try to not allow, I always do this, your hips to go really, really far past your ankles. So see how far my hips are back from my ankles. Try to bring that weight more center to the feet. So wherever you are, wide-legged forward fold, you can always mess with some blocks, bring them on any level, come to rest your forearms and your forehead on them. I love wide-legged forward fold, downward facing dog. So just walking your arms out away from you, pressing into your palms. Hips are wide, heels are grounded. Maybe you mess around with a little bit of a headstand. So from here, my favorite way of getting into it is coming down to my forearms. And you can either just place them like this or interlace your fingers and make like a little basket. And then I place my forehead kind of right in that little basket. Tippy toes up. Wherever you are, wide-legged forward fold upside down. Wide-legged forward fold is an inversion. So wherever you are, just allow your head to be below your hips. Again, wide-legged forward fold, downward facing dog, wide-legged, whatever you want. Take a big breath in wherever you are. Big breath out. If your feet are over your head, safely and mindfully return down to earth. If your arms are away from you, start to walk your palms back underneath your shoulders. Once you're there, take a big inhale, kind of come up onto your fingertips for a little halfway lift. And then as you exhale, walk your hands back to the front of the mat. Good. Place your hands. Actually, we're going to fuck with pigeon right here. So since you're here, just lay your right forearm, your right shin. There we go. Your right shin on the mat. Release your left leg down. Come into this pigeon pose. I like having blocks. So again, this is a posture you definitely want to prop up. If you feel like your right glute, your right butt cheek is off of the mat, you have a pillow or a blanket or even just a, my God, I can't find my words, a sweatshirt. You can take that and place that under your right hip to feel a little bit more grounded. Maybe you start to walk into sleeping pigeon, so you start to walk onto your forearms. I love a block between my sternum and a block right underneath my forehead. Wherever you are, get into your favorite form of pigeon. Maybe you don't like pigeon prone on the front and you'd rather swing around onto your back. Just come onto your back, figure four, right ankle over left knee. Reach your chest up around the back of your thigh or over the front of your shin. Interlace your fingers. Release your shoulders back down. You are in pigeon. Draw your left knee over your left hip a little bit more. Press your right elbow into your right thigh. Each pigeon is exactly perfect and exactly right. If you do it one way all the time, I definitely say play around with different versions if you're ever feeling so inclined. I can remember how to do this. I think another way I like to do pigeon, place your left hand, reach your right arm up. Right arm comes underneath left arm, right? There's some way you can add a twist into this pigeon, and I think that's it. No, that wouldn't make sense. Forget the twist. I can't remember it right now. Take a big inhale in wherever you are. Remind yourself you're still in your body, you're still in your practice. Exhale, stay grounded. Leave the to-do list. Just a few more minutes. Take a big inhale. Big exhale. Knowing that you can stay here as long as you like. If you're ready to move on, come to walk your hands towards your shin. If you're on your back, just stay on your back and switch legs. Palms planted in front of your right shin. Tuck your back left toe. Inhale, lift your right knee up. Right heel back, three-legged down dog. Exhale, release right foot down, downward facing dog. Maybe you find stillness. Maybe you pedal out your heels, but just take a moment here. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Inhale, left heel high, three-legged down dog. Right knee, draw towards right elbow, and then lay your left shin parallel to the top of your mat. Release your right leg to the mat. Again, if this left hip is popping up and there's some space there, just fill in the gap. A block, a blanket, a sweatshirt. I like a block under my sternum and a block under my forehead. Take as much tension out of your shoulders and your neck as you possibly can here in this posture, and really release into that left hip. Making the adjustments you need and making sure that it's a hell yes and that it feels really, really good. And knowing that if you take pigeon on the prone, you can take it supine on the other side. Obsessions with evenness or keeping everything super symmetrical. Allow it to be messy and to listen to your body and what it needs. Again, knowing you can stay here in each posture as long as you would like. If you're ready to move on, gently walk your hands back towards your left shin, moving any props out of the way. Good. Place your palms in front of your left shin, tuck your back right toe. Inhale, lift up your knee, kick your left heel back. Exhale, release left toes down, downward facing dog. Good. Drop down to your knees, bring your big toes to touch. Let those knees go wide. Come to child's pose. Forehead meets the mat. Fingertips walk up towards the upper to top. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh. Fingers reach up towards the top edge of your mat. Take a moment here. Melt into child's pose. Hips are heavy. Gently press into your palms to press your hips towards your heels. Belly inflates with every inhale. Taking a moment here just to reconnect to the intention that you set and any mantra that you had for practice. And just to gently repeat it to yourself or bring it back into the forefront of your mind. Reminding yourself of the effort that you put in here and starting to come down to the mat. Draw your palms underneath your shoulders. Gently press yourself up just a little bit and then roll onto your back. So knees to one side, hips to the other. And then just gently release yourself down however you like. And then bringing anything close that you want for Shavasana. I'm gonna put my sweater on. Usually like to put some socks on. If you like props, make sure they're close. Once you're ready, bend your knees up towards the ceiling. Soles of your feet planted on the mat. Take a moment to press into the soles of your feet and gently activate and press your low back into the mat. As you exhale, press your arms long, reach your fingertips down towards your heels, reach your hips up towards the ceiling, bridge pose. Shimmy your shoulders a little bit underneath your chest. Press your weight into the backs of your arms, into the palms of your hands. A gentle tension and lift with your glutes. Another big inhale here. Exhale, top to bottom, shoulders, upper back, lower back, tailbone. Let's take one more here. Inhale, lift your hips, or inhale, press into your soles of your feet. Low back presses into the mat. Exhale, hips up towards the ceiling. Shimmy your shoulders under your chest. Press into the backs of your arm. Good. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, release top to bottom. Knees into your chest. Reach your hands up to the inside or outside edges of your feet for happy, blissful baby. Option to stay in stillness. Really pull down on your feet. Kick up into your hands. Lay your low back long. Or option to rock side to side. Maybe you kick one leg long. Wherever you are, take a big breath. Exhale, come to stillness, happy baby. Good. Release your left leg long. Keep your grip on your right foot. Left arm goes long too. Take a big inhale. And then as you exhale, release the grip on your foot. Guide your right knee over. Stack your left hip underneath your right supine twist. Option to always come in with some support underneath that lifted knee with a block or a pillow. Arms stay in a T. Press your shoulders down. Gaze can go long down your right arm. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, resist lifting anything up, resisting gravity. Just allow gravity to pull you down to do the work in this twist. Take another big inhale. And then as you exhale, draw your right hip back over to the right side. Good. Knees into your chest. Reach up for just a moment in happy baby. Take a breath here. As you exhale, release your right leg down the mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, release your left foot. Guide your left knee over to the right side of the mat. Right hip underneath left. Again, block can come underneath that lifted knee or some form of support if it feels right. Arms at a T, shoulders stay down. Gaze goes down your left arm. Again, let gravity do its work here. Take an inhale. And exhale, gently bring that left knee back over to the mat. Bring both knees into your chest. Lift your chest up to your knees as high as you can. Maybe you can reach your arms around your shins. See how tiny of a little ball you can make yourself. Take a big inhale here. Squeeze your toes. Make little fists with your hands. Squeeze your eyes. Clench your jaw. Everything squeezes. As you exhale, gently release down into your final Shavasana. So classic Shavasana, legs long down the mat. Toes are heavy, taking up space. If that doesn't agree with your low back, you can draw your knees up towards the ceiling, heel toe your feet to the outside edges of your mat, and let gravity draw your knees into the center mat. Low back is taken care of and effortless to keep your knees up. Another favorite one of mine recently is bound angle. Soles of your feet press into each other, blocks underneath your thighs and knees to help keep them lifted. Allow yourself to sink in 2-3 minutes of Shavasana here. If your eyes aren't already closed, if it feels safe to do so, go ahead and close them. Or allow your gaze to get really heavy and to focus on one single point on the ceiling above you. Allow any constrictions or restraints on your breath to soften and fall off. And allow your natural and spontaneous breath to come back. Bring your awareness to your breath and to your body, to your clothes on your skin, to the points of contact your body has with the mat. Start to bring your awareness back to this room that you are in. Visualize your body lying on this mat in this room. Take a big breath in through your nose, fill up your belly. Open mouth, exhale. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Reach your arms up overhead. Extend your legs long down the mat. Take a full body stretch. Big inhale. And as you exhale, pick your favorite side and come into fetal position. Strong bicep as a pillow underneath your ear. Your knees draw into your chest. Just taking this moment here to again honor the effort you put into this class, to meditate on the mantra or the intention that you had set, and to witness your yoga coming off of the mat and into the world. Take a big breath in right here in fetal position. Big breath out. And then inhale, gently press yourself up to a comfortable seated position, allowing your eyes to stay heavy or your eyes to stay closed or your lids to stay heavy. Once you get to that nice comfortable seat, inhale, reach your arms up overhead, biceps by ears, palms connect, draw your hands down, thumb presses into sternum. Take another big inhale. Tall spine, exhale, bow forward, sealing in our practice. Thank you so much, little yogis. Option to rub your hands side to side, warm your palms, cover your closed eyes with your warm palms, blink your eyes open, and you are all done.